2, 1.
And me, bad girl. Rolling down Imperial Highway, the big nasty.
Okay, everyone, welcome to Jason's Sports Show. Today's date is November 28th, 2012. We're broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California. Today's subject is baseball. I haven't really been talking about baseball the last few weeks, even though some of the most hottest playoff races in recent years is happening right now. And I'm here, my friend Bonnie.
Hi.
And she's going to help me out. She's an Angels fan, so
Yes.
there's going to be some contrast. I'm going to start off the show with looking at the current playoff races right now, which has me and Bonnie's team competing for a playoff spot right now. So what you're looking at right now is the Yankees, the Orioles competing for a Eastern Division spot, Detroit, Chicago competing for a Central spot. Not so much with Texas or Oakland. Next, the National League would be Washington, Atlanta, which isn't really a battle anymore. Cincinnati, St. Louis, San Francisco, Los Angeles. Isn't really anything.
Yeah.
But if you look at the wild card standings, you got the Orioles, Baltimore, Oakland, Tampa Bay, Los Angeles Angels, Bonnie's team competing for a wild card spot. The St. Louis Cardinals, Dodgers, and Milwaukee looking for that last playoff spot. So, start off the show by making some predictions. We'll start off with Bonnie. How do you think the Angels are gonna come out these last 6 games, going against the Texas Rangers and going against the lowly Mariners?
Well, it's pretty hard to say because they lost to the Mariners last night pretty bad, and they missed their chance to gain ground on the A's. And technically the Angels are still in the wild card race, but knowing full well that Oakland had lost to Texas earlier in the day, opening up the possibility that the Angels could pull into the race still.
So, do you think? Well, I'm not sure if you watch Baltimore that much, but do you think Baltimore secures a playoff spot this weekend? Do you think they're celebrating with the champagne, breaking out the banners of '97?
I think Baltimore could do it. I think they got it.
We got a lot of big games today. Well, obviously it's the last weekend, but the biggest surprise this year has to be the wild card teams, Baltimore and Oakland. Oakland showing some of the best baseball I've seen in years. Haven't seen this from them since 2002, where they had famous Moneyball season. What do you think of Oakland right now?
Oh, God. I don't even want to think about it.
Oakland,
I think Oakland's got it. As much as that, Oakland's got it.
Well, Oakland playing Moneyball. This season they acquired a center fielder from a little country I like to call Cuba. His name's Jonas Cespedes. I'm pretty sure I pronounced.
Yeah, you got it right.
I probably got the first name wrong. Probably was putting it through the mud.
Mm-hmm.
But Oakland back at home today. I'm on the website. They're already they're confident that they're gonna win, and they have the team to do it. Now, Oakland is not the greatest baseball city in the world, despite the fact in recent years they haven't been the best baseball stadium.
No.
They're the only team to still play in a football stadium as a baseball stadium, which is really ugly. The Texas. Wait, let me ask you a question, Bonnie. Is the third time the charm? Does Texas win the World Series this year?
I don't want to see it happen again. I really don't want to see Texas win again. I think.
I'm asking you, do you think they're going to win in the World Series? They've lost 2 years straight.
Yeah, I think they will.
What an embarrassment.
I'm sorry. I'm just being dead honest right now.
It's not a matter of honesty. It's just, well, it's not. It's your opinion.
It's my opinion what I think is going to happen.
I don't really want to see Texas win the World Series.
Oh, I don't want to see it, but I think it's going to happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's think about it. Texas no longer has any big name pitching. Cliff Lee left the staff back in 2010. Their big guy, C.J. Wilson, left the staff back last year, came to the Angels, And here we are.
And C.J. Wilson wasn't doing so well for a while. He hadn't won a game in 2 months over the summer. So
CJ,
he wasn't doing too well. Their only good pitcher right now is Weaver, and I think Greinke's doing pretty good as well. He was a good trade.
Greinke was a good trade.
Yeah.
He's, in my opinion, if I was a Angels fan, well, because I don't understand how this turned out badly. This is one of the best looking starting staffs in the league. I mean, you have Wilson, and you have Weaver and Wilson starting it up. And if you're going to, hypothetically, we'll talk about this later in the show, but suggesting there would be a 16-man playoff team in the first rounds, 16-team playoffs in the first round were 5-game playoff series. If you're going to a series, Weaver and Wilson starting out the first 2 games, and you can either go Greinke or Herron, depending on the situation. That's a pretty good series. Maybe Game 4 starter, or maybe Game 3 starter Irvin Santana if you want to save those last 2 guys for another day. But this is one of the best. This is one of the best, pitching rotations. What went wrong with this?
I don't know. I really don't. I mean, the Angels were doing. I don't know. It was like a roller coaster for them. They weren't doing so well. Pujols didn't start out so strong. They started getting pretty good, and now they lost to the Mariners last night, which also was unfortunate because they beat the Mariners on Tuesday night and on Wednesday night, and then they just crashed to the Mariners on Thursday night.
It's a day game, so
yeah.
I'm not correcting you when saying tonight, but I'm saying it's a day game, and it's kind of hard for guys to come out who wasted all their energy in the first 2 games of that series, for them to come out on a third day game in front of. Here's a problem I might be attaching to because this is another subject in our school.
Mm-hmm.
So, not even a sellout crowd for the last game of the season. Even the Royals sell out for the last game of the season. The Angels, who hint they might be moving not next season, but the next
City of Industry,
2016 or something. If you're a loyal fan base, you're supposed to be selling out the games. But we're going to go break it down, pitcher by pitcher.
Right.
C.J. Wilson, pretty high GPA, 3.86. California native. He came to the Angels looking to try to get some wins for them. He had been losing in the playoffs last season against Cardinals. C.J., not so great.
No.
Next pitcher would be Jared Weaver. I don't think there's much to be said.
Jared Weaver is their best pitcher.
There's
not much to be said.
He is the rock, basically. He's what keeps them alive. He
holds up the team, basically, if you would exclude Mike Trout.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Or Mark Trumbull. There's a lot of good hitters on that team. Zach Greinke, pretty good pickup, 15-5. You can't really argue with that. He's still young, and the Angels can re-sign him after the season. The Angels have had trouble getting pitchers from bad teams. Their aces, remember back a few years back when Scott Kazmir became an Angel, did not turn out so well for the Halos. Irvin Santana, look who decided to pitch. 9-12, really? You are one of the worst pitchers on the Angels, and you dare show your face. He's your guys' Joe Blanton, basically.
Yeah.
He has almost a 5.0 GPA. He's not good. He's not going to help this team at all.
No.
Not good at all. Okay, Dan Herron, the lonesome Dan. The guy he's the Batman of the team, basically. He gets you wins, but most of the time, you only notice him when he gets a loss. So Dan Herron, he's a great guy, but come on. Let's not joke around.
Let's not joke around. What do you think about Kendrys Morales?
He's a waste of space.
Yeah, he is a waste of space.
He literally did nothing.
He's batting 2.76. I don't think he's doing all that great. He shouldn't be on the starting lineup.
He's a cleanup hitter, and how many home runs does he have? Do you know? Do you know? Well, let me think. Remember Morales was coming off an injury against. It was a walk-off home run, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's your game for you. That's what shows. I don't understand how this Angels lineup is bad. They have a lot of great players, but they still manage to find ways to lose games. And I think that's a horrible aspect. Kendrys Morales looks pretty fat, if you know what I'm saying. He looks like
Jason, that's not the point.
Okay. 2012, he's only hit 22 home runs, only 71 RBIs, which is pretty low for a cleanup hitter. So let's move on. National League.
I think he's doing better than Pujols.
No,
Pujols is doing better than him.
Pujols is doing much better. Pujols is a 3 hitter though, so that's the thing. You can't really put Pujols at a 4 spot.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about the Dodgers. No one wants to hear about the Dodgers, but here we go.
They beat the Padres.
They beat the Padres. So, let me break it down for you folks. The Dodgers have officially clinched a winning season. Not a winning record, but a winning season. So, we're pretty happy about that in LA.
Yeah. Matt Kemp's leading the Dodgers.
He's leading
the Dodgers to the wild card. They're still in the running.
They're still in the running. Tonight, a big series against Colorado. Now, remember when Colorado came here back in August? I remember it. I'm pretty sure a lot of guys from sports broadcasting can't remember it. Did remember it. They were taunting me because the Dodgers almost got swept by the Colorado Rockies. And the Rockies are a horrible team. And they almost beat us. And that's not cool, man. So I don't think so.
Well, I mean, the Brewers are a horrible team, and they beat Cincinnati 8-1. Then Cincinnati came back and basically booted them out of the race. Totally swept all their chances.
I mean, you can't be giving up. John Oxford's been struggling so bad, and I can't even describe how bad he's been doing. So he's not good. He's not a good closer. Otherwise, Brandon League is not a good closer for the Dodgers. He really has no place on our team, but he is hopiness. So let's move on. We are already 10 minutes into the show. 10 minutes flew by quickly.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we're going to talk about a subject that I was telling Bonnie about it at school. She was disagreeing with me, but here's my situation. Featured today, the MLB should have 16-team playoffs. 18 from the National League, 18 from the American League. Let me give you the reasoning. More exciting baseball. There's more meaningful games down the stretch in the season. There's more chances for people to be postseason heroes and at least have a memory of going to the postseason. At least have fun. This works in the NHL and the NBA. So what that baseball players play every day? Playing an extra 5 games a season would not kill them. Okay. That would not.
Okay, Jason.
So what is your argument?
I don't really have an argument on that. I just don't like it.
You don't like the idea?
I don't like change. I just want to keep it traditional.
You don't like the Angels getting into the playoffs every year?
It's not that. It's just I don't want to see that happen, honestly.
You don't want to see the Angels make the playoffs and win? No, let me...
No, Jason, no. I just think we should keep it how it is. I don't think we should be making any changes.
Tell that to Bud Selig, who decided that there should be an extra playoff team in the playoff race, an extra wildcard team, and that Houston should move to the AL. I'm telling you, Bonnie, times are changing. By the time your kids are coming, you're going to see Jason Gearline, a lowly sports broadcaster from Arcadia, California, made a difference in the MLB. I want everyone that's listening to the show to make a petition. We're going to petition to get this. We're going to have this 16-team playoffs in 2016. How does that sound?
I say whatever's best. Just do whatever's best, honestly. Whatever you think would be best. Honestly, you can't really determine whether it's actually going to happen or not.
It might happen.
Okay, you can try and make it happen, but...
I will try,
you will
and I will fight.
You will fail.
Oh, that's just hurtful. That's just mean. That's just not cool, man. You make me cry. Okay, whatever. You know what? I don't need you. You hurt my feelings. Okay, anyways. We're going to take a commercial break real quick. We'll be back.
Alright.
We're back. We're fighting. I'll say the least. Now, let's pretend that the season already ended and we're already looking at the playoff picture. Let's make our predictions for the playoffs. Let's start in the AL. Baltimore versus Oakland at Baltimore. Who wins this matchup?
Oakland.
Are you joking?
Oakland has it. Oakland's got it.
Oakland doesn't have a chance. I want to show you something, my friend. I want to show you something, me friendo. Mi amigo. Hold on, let me show you something in Baltimore. Okay, you're right. Never mind.
Just
Wait.
I